did it, boys. We did it. We did it. Wait, before I say anything, this is a spoiler review. Okay. We did it, boys. We did it. My boy Godzilla won. Let's go. Today we got my personal official review for Godzilla vs. Kong. And man, did this movie live up to the hype? Yes. Oh my gosh. I have been looking forward to this movie for a long time. And when I saw that first trailer, my hype just kept building. I'm a big fan of these MonsterVerse movies, or you got your Godzilla and your Kong movies. They're not the best on the storyline of the humans, but why do I care about that in a Godzilla movie? I just want to see Godzilla and Kong throw down, and this movie gave us that. This is a spoiler review, so I'm gonna get into some spoilery things. But man, this is a movie that lived up to the hype and had me standing up and cheering with my homeboys. We were watching outside. It was the finale of this movie was just amazing. Okay, well let me say this. I'm Team Godzilla. So one thing about this movie that I really liked, that made it the best movie in this franchise, in the Godzilla and Kong franchise, is that the human stuff wasn't boring for me in this one. I actually kind of enjoyed it in this one, and it wasn't like, okay, can we hurry up into the Kong versus Godzilla? It was actually like, okay, they did a good job of seeding in Godzilla and Kong into the human stuff, to where everything that the humans were saying in the scene with just the humans actually did matter, which I appreciate that, which helped me to get through the human scenes. And they have some great actors doing these scenes, which really helped with that. What I do like about this movie is because they obviously knew that going into it that the fans are going to have their sides or whatever. So very early on, they make it a point to say Godzilla, he's attacking people, but we don't know why. Like, something's off. It's not just he's evil. And Kong obviously is the one they want to stop him because the humans think he's bad. So Kong is kind of the one that the audience, the casual fan, would be rooting for in the beginning of the movie. But then when you get to a certain point, they do a good job of flipping it to where you're kind of rooting for Godzilla towards the end. And then when they start fighting, you're like, I don't, like, stop, like, please. Like, you don't want to see them get hurt. I mean, well, actually, for me, I'm Team Godzilla, so I was really enjoying the fight between Godzilla and Kong. And they did a really good job of just doing some amazing things that I did not see coming in a fight between Godzilla and Kong. And it wasn't just like, no, they got very creative with it. And it was amazing to watch. And it was very satisfying as someone who was on Team Godzilla to watch Godzilla literally sit this man's down and yell in his face and make him submit. And then go, like, nod at him and say, oh, yeah, you valid. And I know that a lot of Kong fans might not have, like, had the movie ended there, they might not have been happy. But then, but the movie did go on. Before I get on to that, let's talk about how they did Mechagodzilla. Oh, man, it looked so cool, and it was executed very well. It didn't look dumb or anything. It looked really cool. And, I mean, I love how they don't try to make it too realistic, or they're like, no, that's kind of stupid, Like, they embrace the name Mechagodzilla. They say it. And, just like what they did in King of the Monsters, how they had King Ghidorah, and they're like, oh, yeah, he's from space. Like, usually in the newer movies, they would be like, no, he's not from space. That's dumb. No, he's from space. And I have a question. So when the dude was putting this thing on to control Mechagodzilla, obviously it's it like tripped out and like it stopped working. And it started going by itself. And I know they're using the Ghidorah head to like power it or to be able to control it. So does that mean that was Ghidorah controlling it? That's how I took it, I really liked that. It was like the rematch of Godzilla and Ghidorah. It was really cool. And before I get to the finale, I want to talk about the Hollow Earth scenes with Kong. They did a really good job with the Hollow Earth. It looked beautiful. The action in the Hollow Earth was amazing. I love how they have a temple for Kong, just like they have a temple for Godzilla, and in Godzilla King of the Monsters, how they had a temple for him. And it was just very cool to watch. And I'd be down to see a movie with just Kong, you know, becoming that king of the Hollow Earth. You know, maybe he has a rival in there. Maybe there's another Kong that he has to fight. You know, I would love to see that. I love how he has this axe that his ancestors left him. It was just very cool, very immersive into like just the mythology of the monsters themselves. So it was very cool. I keep saying it's very cool because it was, okay? They did a good job of not going overboard with the villains. I feel like they might have had too much of a presence in the other ones, and they did a good job of just killing them in a very satisfying way. From there, let's finally get to the finale. So the finale, we have Mechagodzilla, who obviously is made to beat Godzilla. Like, he was tailor-made just to beat Godzilla, as he is the king of the monsters. So Godzilla is at a disadvantage, and he's getting beaten up. And then we have Godzilla, I mean, not Godzilla, we have Kong, who's on the ground, and he gets recharged by the what's it called, the heave? And he gets up, and through him and Godzilla, they're able to overpower him. But back to what I was saying earlier, where Kong fans might have been disappointed had the movie ended with Godzilla winning. They did a really good job of being able to make both sides happy. As we have a winner, Godzilla beat Kong, but then Kong is the reason that the good team won, that Godzilla and Kong won in the end. Because Godzilla didn't really do much in that end scene, which obviously, as a Team Godzilla, I would like to see him in it more. But looking back on it, I'm okay with it because he got his moment in the spotlight when he beat Kong. And now that in his time of need, Kong came for that redemption and really just put the work on Mechagodzilla. And Godzilla did charge up the axe, which was like an amazing scene where he charged up Kong's axe and then Kong just starts destroying Mechagodzilla. And I love where the movie ended. How it ended with just kind of like showing that respect. Like, Kong drops the axe, Godzilla roars at him, lets him know, like, yeah, I'm in charge, I won, but I respect you. He walks off. We see Kong goes to live in the Hollow Earth, possibly setting up a sequel, which is the next thing I'd like to talk about. Where do you think the MonsterVerse goes from here? Because this movie, I think, might be there right now on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's 80%. Which is, by the critics, which is the highest of all of the movies, I'm pretty sure. It's probably going to go down as more reviews come in, but right now it's 80%, which is the highest of all the movies. And it's probably the most anticipated one to come out. So I think it's really going to do well. So I'm pretty sure they're going to make a sequel, and there's going to be more in the MonsterVerse. So let me know in the comments where you think they're going to go in the future with the MonsterVerse. What monsters they might bring in, or if they might do another mecha kind of monster or something. Let me know. That's about all I have to say. Let me know your rating down in the comments below. And I'll tell you mine right now. My rating is a 8.5 out of 10 because, I mean, for a Godzilla movie, it's 10 out of 10, but an actual movie, 8.5. Because I really loved it and enjoyed it, but it's not a perfect movie. Obviously, the human stuff is very flawed. But it was the best of the MonsterVerse, so that was really good. And I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because that would just diminish other movies that are. But as a Godzilla movie, 10 out of 10. I loved it. Best in the franchise so far. Definitely lived up to the hype. And I definitely recommend you watch it if you haven't. But you probably have since this is a spoiler review. So that'll be it for this. And make sure to check out my main channel, 1HP. I do, more comedy skits, stuff like that. Get to know me more, me and my two friends. So that'll be in the link to that will be in the comments and the description. And also check out my friend Angel's new vlog channel. Link to that in the comments and description. All the glory to Jesus, and I'll catch you in the next video.